Hi, hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tessa Thevenot, and I was 5 the first time a quarry threatened my family, so back in 2007. I'm not an expert, but I am the youngest person who did speak today or is speaking, so I feel that it's safe to say that I represent the current and future generation of Lilyfield. I do hope that you will later take a moment to read my full speech. I honestly scrapped half of it, and then I feel that I also need to disclose that I've never actually spoken at any of the past quarry meetings or hearings because I was too young, and my parents never intended that my brother or I would never need to. But I know that speeches in a formal setting like today are supposed to be factual, and that instead of speaking for my emotions and feelings, I should be stating statistics. But how will these facts change the government's mind that no one who lives here has ever wanted a quarry? The answer is it probably won't. I mean, it obviously can't. And I don't mean any disrespect to chairman and members of the board, but the reason that we're here today, in my mind, is that the government of Manitoba has decided that 13 years of no has never meant no. A concept of listening which we are taught as children. So standing up here as a young person of today, I'm seriously disappointed. I'm angry. And not only because it feels like you're putting someone else and something else above my family business, you're putting someone's future above my own. For what? More rocks? More money? Jobs? Take the quarry, your quarry, and put it somewhere else, just away from my community, my family, my home, my animals. I'm supposed to be picking my classes for my second year of university, and instead, I was writing a speech last night, and I'm sitting here all day in a lecture-like room hearing the same thing that I have heard for 13 years. Over half of my life. And then I just grab that whole paragraph, next paragraph. All else aside, I really do love where I'm from, besides all the drama, as my mom says. I've been raised in such a beautiful area of Manitoba, so close to the city, but just really an entirely different world. I've been playing in fields of gold and green since I can remember, and now as it is being threatened to be taken away from me, I realize how much I've taken it all for granted. I love the mornings, and some mornings are so quiet that I can hear the whistle of the prairie dog train, something you would only know if you're a resident. But every summer morning, I can hear the happy sounds from the baby sheep and goats, because everyone's waking up and getting ready to start another day on the farm. During most weekdays in the summer, not this year because of COVID, but quiet mornings are soon followed by buses dropping off children for their first-time adventures outside the city. Not everyone in this room has experienced the joy animals bring to children, the face a 5-year-old makes as he sees how tiny a baby chick can be, or how big and tall and friendly a 20-year-old llama can be, which is pretty friendly. But losing the farm to a neighboring quarry would be a tragic way to take that type of joy away from a child. And wanting to put a quarry so close to such a special business, knowing that the noise, the dust, the hazards of a quarry would destroy that safe place, any present proposal of a quarry in this community is disgusting. We do not operate when there's a thunderstorm, as it increases risk due to noise. My own dogs, in fact, can't even handle a thunderstorm. How are they supposed to handle random rock blasts throughout a day? And I'm not the only person who believes this. If I may address the applicant's concern on the petition not being Rosser members, this is not true. The petition does include Rosser residents as well as people who support our business, similar to your witnesses supporting your proposal. Teachers, patrons, friends, relatives, neighbors, and as well community members have all signed to stand in solitude with my family, our business, and the community against the quarry and any future quarry. I'm going to read a few comments from the petition. If any of these people are in the audience, which I know some are, and I mispronounce your name, I apologize in advance. For the sake of time, not all the selected comments will be said, but I have included a list from before, and as well in the document includes all of them, as of last night. Nicole Leclerc says, I have been to both the petting zoo and scare farm with my kids over the years, and my son recently worked there as well. People's livelihoods should not be uprooted for another quarry. Not to mention the impact on the environment. The fact that these people have to go through this every year is disgusting. Lindsay Torrio, who has already spoken, and thank you for your words and allowing my parents to speak first. I'm going to skip first because she spoke today. Heather Pesto. This is where I grew up, and my parents lived in the area. It would be devastating to lose this green space and 6 Pines, another local and past local. April Wozni. This is wrong. There should be something in place to keep this person from continuing to waste the residents, municipals, and provincial government's time and resources. Let's skip that page. Jordan Manchelenko, a local. We do not need a quarry in the middle of the prime farmland. This will decrease the quality of life. Say no. Terriel Moore, local. My wife and family have a berry farm, and the effects of the quarry will ruin the water table and most likely kill the berry bushes. Christine Maskey. Enjoyed great times at 6 Pines when the kids were young. The surrounding communities are still growing, and lots of opportunity for the children to learn the importance of nature. Agriculture needs to be supported. It is fundamental. Worrisome that a provincial government supportive of big businesses and cutting services for the sake of profit is going to be the overseer. This company should be fined for the repeated applications that are costing the taxpayer. Ridiculous. Odie Bell. I've been coming to 6 Pines since I was a child, or kid. And now that I have a family, I've been bringing my kid and plan to bring my future kids too. This is wrong and cannot happen. I am almost done my shortened speech, Mr. Chairman, or can I continue? Okay. It has been 13 years of saying no. Shirt. In 2007, this was the shirt that I wore with my parents and community members to say no to the first quarry. It came down to my knees. It was a summer dress, probably a cute cami now though. Why has my childhood been tainted with council meetings, petition signing, protests, fighting, and speech making? That is time my younger brother and I, Thomas, will never get back, including today as we approach adulthood. Thomas is supposed to be attending Red River College in the fall. I'm supposed to be preparing for my second year at university. But instead, we're here today to fight for our community, our home, our family, my future. So when I'm asked how I know a quarry will negatively affect my life, my answer is that it already has. I was 5 when the first quarry was proposed, and 7 when it was denied. And here I am, almost 19 years old, fighting for my future. I remember playing outside the community club in Gross Isle with a bunch of kids, where the adults in the community sat inside a building with no AC or little no AC, saying no, because it has always been no. If 13 years of my parents and other members of the community pleading repetitively that a quarry is something that does not belong here, if that's not enough, then nothing ever will be. Being the future generation of Lilyfield, a young person of today, a child who had to grow up too fast, and who had to watch her parents cry this morning as we left the farm. I'm sorry, I'm disappointed in my provincial government.